Hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm Anna-Marie, and just before I start I would like to say something about our channel. Now, we are fairly new. We've only had this channel for just over 3 months. Okay, so thank you for everyone tuning in, subscribing, sharing and leaving comments. And but what we'd like to do really is to sort of grow a little Anna-Marie Designs community of crafters. Okay, so we thought we will try something different, and we're hoping that you will actually like this idea. Now, every month we will do our best to do it once a month, but that's the plan. So every month we would like to do a little bit of a project giveaway, and all you have to do, okay, is subscribe and leave a comment, and that project will be going to you anywhere you are. Okay, so well, I hope you like this idea. I hope you will enjoy this demo, and just a few words about this project that we are giving away for the first time here on our YouTube channel. Now, I am going to be decorating this Merry Christmas wreath. Okay, and this wreath will be going to one of you. Okay, now how does it come? It comes literally like this. So it's a MDF Merry Christmas wreath, and it can be decorated in so many different ways. So this is the one version that I will be demoing today. Now, a few other versions are, that's the one. That was actually my first wreath that I decorated on a Merry Christmas wreath. And this is the large one, because I forgot to say that we've got 2 sizes. So that's one version. Another one is actually this one. So it comes with the pine cones. And very easy to decorate, of course. Now, keeping up with the blue sort of color, this is another one. This is the small one. And pine cones, natural fiber balls, and that is as easy as that. And finally, this is the traditional Merry Christmas wreath, as I would like to say, full of Christmas berries. Okay, well, now on to my project. Right, so I'm starting out with just the burr wreath, and I'm going to paint it, and that's number 1. So for that purpose, you could use any chalky paint, but I am going to use a white gesso, simply because it's just like primer, obviously, do for you. It's a little bit stronger, so I will probably only need to apply a couple of coats rather than 2 or 3 of the paint, just to achieve the sort of whitish color that I am looking for. So you can see me applying a paint onto my roller, mini roller. And this way it's amazing because you can actually achieve really lovely, even finish. Now, this way of painting your MDF projects, especially large sizes, okay, it's amazing because it just really speeds things up, and it does give you this even finish to your paint, especially if you're not doing anything else with your project like crackling. So I'm just going to leave this to the side to dry, and I'm just going to bring my flowers and other elements that I will be using to decorate this wreath. Okay, so I have put together 12 flowers, and they are actually poinsettias. So the colors that you see here actually come from Blissful paper pads, okay, and we've got a peach shade here, peach collection, pink and cocoa. So you can just see how beautiful they really go together. And all I'm doing is inking up each flower, just from the surface. Right, so my flowers are done. Now, for each flower center, I will need a little balls. Now, these balls I created using natural fibers. They can be any size you wish, but I am going to make 12 for all 12 poinsettias. And what you need, it's a piece of natural fiber. You don't need much, but all you have to do is just put it in your hand, scrunch it up. When you've done that, just roll it. Okay? They will not be perfect, of course. Each ball might be a little bit bigger than the other, but that, again, doesn't matter. Okay. And now I'm going to show you how to decorate a Merry Christmas wreath. So I've got 3 colors poinsettias, and I'm just going to alternate them. So I'm popping 1 dirty poinsettia, then I'm just going to go for the peach, then I'm going to use the pink floral, and I'm just literally placing them on top of my glue very gently. And now onto the peach again. So we've got the same order. And pink. I should have mentioned that I've also inked up the edges of my Merry Christmas wreath. And I used a little bit darker color ink pad, simply because that will get muted. So if you are using ink pads for coloring, please use the darker ones, because the color will fade away and it will be lighter than you are initially getting the color. And a dirty. And peach. And pink. Right, so that is done. Just a little adjustment here and there, and I'm ready to stick my baubles inside. So just a little production of applying a glue into each center. Now we're going to stick a natural fiber balls inside it. Right, so this is done, and now I'm going to apply and add natural moss in a few places. So if we wanted to add more of our olive green natural moss. Obviously we can do that, but I am just going to skip into our dried flowers. Now these are beautiful and they make everything just so delicate. So I know where a little bit of my pin flat is, so I'm just going to add it into a couple of places. If you need to add a little bit of pin flat, then of course you can. But I'm just literally tacking a little bit by the side of each poinsettia. So I am just adding a few final pieces of my dried flowers, and this part will be done. Okay, now I am going to add tiny little bit of finishing touches, and I'd like to highlight the poinsettias with a little bit of a white paint, and of course a little bit of a crushed ice for the sparkle and the snowballs. Now for me to do that, okay, I am using 3D Schnee, okay, and this is amazing. I've used it before. It's a like white opaque 3D paint, and it's also sticky. So what I am going to do, I'm just going to apply very quickly, okay, onto my poinsettias. Just doesn't have to be perfect. All I want is just little highlights of white on the edges. And now every 3 flowers I will just sprinkle a little bit of my crushed ice onto it. Okay, lovely. And now on to the next 3 flowers. Just very, very quickly. And it does make a difference because your flower then really is highlighted. You can of course do it onto any flower. So I am doing 3 or 4 flowers at a time, just in case my paint will dry. And I always like when the crushed ice is contaminated with the snowballs, because these tiny amounts of snowballs always they pop a little bit more than anything else, but still creating that lovely snowy look. Okay. Obviously, if you are going to apply this paints and crushed ice and snowballs, you can take your time. But you can, I hope you can see how quick you can actually achieve this look. Now, and very finally, the final touch is now I'm going to apply the 3D snow again on the edges of my wreath. So just a quick work. Try to do just small pieces at the time, because depending on the room temperature, this paint obviously will dry quicker if it's warmer. Right, and so I've done half of my wreath and then second half, and we will be done. Well, my wreath is done. I hope you enjoyed it, and just like I said at the beginning of this video, this is a first ever giveaway on our YouTube channel. Now, this wreath could be yours, okay? And the simple rules for that are, if you like and subscribe and leave a comment on our YouTube channel just down below, okay, you could be the lucky winner of our first ever project giveaway. Well, there will be a few more, obviously, and as I said, we will do our best to have one project giveaway every month, but this is the first one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.